All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Good, I hope. So, yeah, we're past the hump day. We're almost to the weekend, so that's got to make everybody happy. It makes me happy anyway. All right, guys, so tonight we have a little bit of football followed by a lot of baseball. So, first up, we're going to do a half case of 2011 Panini Prime signatures. This is the back half of a case. We opened the first part of it, I don't remember when, sometime in the last few days. And then we have a TriStar autograph mini helmet, just a single one tonight, not the half case, just one by its little bitty self. Both of those will be pretty quick. And then we have, after that, our half case of 2017 Gypsy Queen baseball. So a couple of quick football breaks and then a baseball break. So let's first take a look at who's in break number 1, which is our 2011 Panini Prime Signatures football half case break, which is 5 boxes. And you will see the team name down the left and your name in lights as the winning bidder down the right-hand side. Did have, again, several teams that were not paid as of 5 or 6 minutes ago. Basically when I have to finalize the spreadsheet, if payment hasn't come in, then it's going to be marked unpaid on here. So, if you still send your payment in after the fact, you'll get the cards that you might pull. But of course, you have to be paid by the time the spreadsheet's finalized to be part of the nightly bonus break. So we'll do a little bonus break tonight after football for all the football folks. And then we will open our Gypsy Queen baseball, and then we'll do a bonus break for our baseball people. So that is that's the order of business for tonight. And again, if you're here for baseball, football, this particular football stuff isn't going to take very long. These are just 1 pack per box, and the prime signatures, and of course the mini helmet's just one little mini helmet period in that box. So they're pretty quick and easy. Baseball, however, man, that's got a lot of base in it. So it takes a while to get through all that Gypsy Queen, but it's worth it. I like Gypsy Queen. I wish I had more of it. I just didn't order enough of it, and I really thought that it would be pretty easy for me to go back and get some more after the fact, but that is not the case. The guy at the card store doesn't have any more, says can't get any more, and so, yeah. So I don't know. I'm looking around. I'm going to try to find us some more, but so far, we don't have any more besides what we've got to finish up with tonight. So there's our 5 packs representing our 5 boxes, which is the half case of 2011 Prime. I've got the camera sitting in like a weird place, so I'm moving it just slightly because, I don't know, where it was bugging me, and it wasn't going to make it easy to work with, I don't think. If you haven't broken 2011 Prime signatures before, all the base cards are numbered, so nothing unnumbered in this particular series. First up, we have Alex Karras to $4.99 for the Lions. Michael Crabtree for the 49ers to $4.99. Pete Retzlaff, or thereabouts, to $99 for the Eagles. And our hit is Lance Kendricks, rookie, for the Rams to $1.99. And that is a sticker auto. And of course, guys, just remember on these older series, all the stuff was high numbered. It was, there wasn't a lot of low numbered stuff back then. It was very common for things to be numbered $4.99, $6.99, crazy stuff. What we consider to be crazy stuff now anyway. Stevie Johnson, ex-UK player, to $4.99 for the Buffalo Bills. There's Mr. Brett Favre. We'd like to see some ink from him, to $4.99 for the Packers. Chad Greenway to $4.99 for the Vikings. And our hit, hey, Jake Locker. I haven't seen Jake Locker's signature out of here. I think this is the first Jake Locker signature I've seen out of here, as a matter of fact. It's for the Titans. It's to $1.99, and it is an on-card auto. So in 2011 Prime, most of the rookies that would have been invited to Rookie Premiere Day have on-card autos in this series. And the ones that were not mostly have sticker autos in this particular card set. Austin Collie for the Colts to $4.99. Ray Rice to 499 for the Ravens. Demarius Thomas for the Broncos to 99. And our signature is Greg Jones for the Giants to 199. If anybody jumped in late, baseball is coming up. We've got these 2 quick football breaks to do, and then we'll be jumping into baseball. Antonio Gates to 499 for the Chargers. Josh Freeman to 499 for the Bucks. Stevie Johnson again, this one to 99 for the Bills. And our signature hit, hey, there's a throwback hit, and it's a 3 of 5. There's a Dub Jones for the Cleveland Browns, numbered 3 of 5. So that is some real old school ink there, guys, for the Cleveland Browns fans. And I think also this is the lowest number that I've seen pulled out of 2011 Prime. I think we pulled somebody else to 5. Might have been Michael Vick a while back. But I don't see a whole lot of cards to 5 out of this series. So nice hit, Browns. Felix Jones for the Cowboys to 499. Another Cowboy, Miles Austin to 499. Maurice Jones-Drew to 99 for the Jags. And our signature for the Broncos. That one also a nice low hit, 5 of 25. No Sean Marino. So, yeah, we got a couple low-numbered signatures in this group tonight. So just to recap real quickly, we have the Marino to 25 for the Broncos. Then we have the Dub Jones to 5 for the Browns. I was holding that a little close, sorry. Then Greg Jones to 199 for the Giants. Our Jake Locker for the Titans to 199. That is an on-card auto. And then Lance Kendricks to 199 for the Rams. So that is our recap of 2011 Prime signatures. Now we're going to put up the spreadsheet and take a look. Oh, I just now saw that in chat. Hopefully you just saw the recap that we just did on 2011 Prime Sigs. So there was a hit for the Giants in there, yes, for sure. So let me throw up the spreadsheet. I guess I need to switch your view so you see the same thing I'm seeing. And here is our spreadsheet for the mini helmet. And this is just one tonight. We have been doing a lot of half case breaks, but this is just one little mini helmet by itself. And once again, we have team names down the left and winning bidder names down the right. And we had, again, a couple of things that are unpaid, and I understand you may have paid in the interim, and that's cool. I hope you have. You know, one would hope. You'll still get anything that you might pull. It just means that you're not going to be in tonight's random draw, because you have to be paid to be on the spreadsheet to be in the random draw, because I literally cut and paste it right from the spreadsheet to go in to do the nightly draw. So after we do the mini helmet, we'll do the quick football giveaway for tonight, and then we'll bust into the Gypsy Queen baseball. So, I don't remember if there were any Giants in the base cards of 2011 Prime signatures. I am not sure. I don't know. I'll have to look. All right, so our mini helmet is for the Dolphins, and it belongs to the player. Larry Little is the player on that. Larry Little, Hall of Famer, 1997 induction into the Hall of Fame. So our mini helmet goes to the Miami Dolphins tonight. So congratulations, Dolphins. And just by the way, guys, something I learned, you know how many times in these breaks, especially the one we did the other day, the half case that had like 2 unlabeled helmets. One was collegiate, one was something else, and it was just a nightmare trying to look it up. Yeah, guess what I learned? Look there on the bottom. It identifies the team on the bottom of these things. So we could have saved ourselves a whole lot of trouble had I known that the other day. And I've opened a zillion of these without ever noticing that there is a team name identified on the bottom. So from now on, we know if it's not apparent on the front of the helmet, that all we have to do is look on the bottom. All right, guys, so what we're going to do now is grab everybody that were in these football breaks, and we're going to put everybody into, this is football down the left, that's the baseball bidders over on the other side, so this is just to make it quicker to run the whole process a little faster. And then we're going to drop all of these into random.org. Well, at least I think we are. There we go. And then you can see everything is in there. We're going to hit random to see who our winner is tonight out of football. We'll do another one of these for baseball. And did that not go? What is it doing? There we go. All right. So we have Dale Donnell. So Ron, you are our winner tonight. Now let's roll back over here. We're going to do, well, let's do this first, actually. We're going to do a couple things. We have to go back into here, and we're going to go back into the list because I've got a lot of stuff, basically. And I don't have as much in baseball. I have 100 plus probably for football and basketball. So each night I just grab a handful of them, 25 usually. And then I put them in a stack, and then we let random tell us which of those 25 items you're going to get. And it came up with item number 9. So let's get our stack over here of football stuff, and we're going to count down to number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. And there's all kinds of stuff in here, guys. There's autograph hits, there's memorabilia hits, there's chances to win blaster boxes, hobby packs, free shipping for a month, all kinds of stuff in there. This particular hit is an on-card, I think that is on-card autograph of Kenny Vaccaro from 2013. What series is that? Press Pass 2013, Kenny Vaccaro on-card autograph. So that will be coming to you, Mr. Daly. And that wraps up football for tonight. So now it's time to bring up the spreadsheet and take a look at baseball. Got to get into some Gypsy Queen here. And let's roll back over here. And this is the 4th time we've done a half case of Gypsy Queen. And once again, you have team name down the left, winning bidder name down the right-hand side. And fortunately, most things were paid out of here on time. So we only had one person that didn't get it in before the spreadsheet had to be finalized. And again, as long as you take care of payment, you're going to get whatever you pull. So hopefully I don't get stuck with a lot of teams. I have been stuck with a lot of teams recently, but hopefully we're not going to be tonight. All right, so here are our 5 boxes full of baseball cards. There's, as you guys know, there is a ton of base in this. So we're not going to really spend much time on the base. We're just going to kind of run and go through it. There's also, of course, parallels that are apparent only from the back of the card. And kind of the way I figured out to do that, it seemed like it worked a little better the last break. We're just going to look at the front of the card on the first pass of the break. Then at the end, at the very end, after we've done the, random giveaway and we've done all the hits recap and all that, then I will sit here and shuffle through all the cards from the back side for anybody who's interested to see if we pull anything out of that. There's a Carlos Correa, and that, of course, for the Houston Astros for our box topper. Whoops, I got a little bit out of the way there, didn't I? Let's try that again. There's Carlos Correa for our chrome box topper. So, but yeah, of course, and obviously if there's a parallel in there or a short print and it's only evident from the back, it's not like you're not going to get it. Of course, you're still going to get it in the mail, and usually I would catch it in sorting anyway, but sometimes people want to know live in real time, so that was kind of the compromise, was to wait and look at the back of all the cards at the end of the break. So that way people who don't want to be held up looking at all that don't have to be, but people who are interested in seeing the backs can stick around and participate in that part. So I think that was a decent compromise, I felt like. Hopefully you guys do too. All right, so again, for our base, we're just gonna kind of, bust and go. If you see anything in there that you want to take another look at, you want me to pull back up for you or anything, just throw it up there in chat, and I will be happy to do so. Otherwise, we kind of try to keep moving through this, or we will be here for a long, long time. But this is a fun series. I like Gypsy Queen a lot, and just kicking myself for not buying more of it originally because it's so hard to find now. And good grief, it's only been out, what, a week, 10 days? I mean, not long, like a week, I think. And it's already impossible to find, which is just crazy to me. But I don't know. The guy at the card shop says that it's because Topps is now doing everything print to order, so they're not like printing extra, you know, like Panini does, and then have them available if a, you know, some place wants to reorder. Yeah, apparently Topps isn't doing that. All of these parallels that are this particular color are going to be numbered to 250. You probably know that by now. I'm guessing most of you have done a break with Gypsy Queen by this point, but if you haven't, that color will always be numbered to 250. Well, maybe not always. If it's signed, it could be numbered differently. That is one thing I have learned, that the that's a short print, the Rod Carew. That is one thing I have learned, is that if they're signed, they can be, even if they're that color, they can be numbered slightly differently. But we pulled some pretty good stuff out of this along the way. I hope we continue along that path tonight. So our first hit is for the Dodgers, and it is a Corey Seager auto. And of course, all of our autographs are on card in Gypsy Queen, and this one's numbered to 99. So nice hit, Dodgers, with the Corey Seager to 99. I like that. I think that's a very solid hit for you. I do want to pull one of those patch booklets, though. I have yet to pull one of those. I have pulled the memorabilia out of here, but I haven't pulled the booklet. Well, not out of this case. It was out of the first case that we pulled the other, the memorabilia card. I think it was out of the first case. I don't know. Sometimes it all starts to blend together, you know. There's a lot of, I break a lot of stuff between all the sports, and sometimes things kind of blend together. These that are kind of washed out, they're not numbered. So, you know, for the purposes of what we're doing right now, I probably won't keep flipping those over since they are not numbered. But again, we'll take a look at the backs of everything when we, at the very, very end, when we wrap things up, if anybody wants to hang around. There's another short print. We'll put our short prints in a separate little pile over there. And that way we can recap them a little easier at the end of the night. These also, hand-drawn arts, are also unnumbered inserts. What did we pull? I pulled somebody the other night in the hatless variation. I can't remember who it was now. I haven't seen very many of those. I mean, I think there are definitely a number of them in the hatless variation, but I've only pulled a couple. Chad Pender for the A's. So Oakland, there were several teams that sold for very small amounts of money. I think Oakland was one of them. There's somebody that sold for like $2, but I think Oakland was a little more than $2. But either way, you got your money's worth on that hit, I think, Oakland, with the Chad Pender, so that's nice. Another little mini fortune teller. Whoops, I hit our stack of inserts there by accident. So opening week has been interesting. This one is numbered to 50. All of the white ones that are unsigned, no autograph on them, will be numbered to 50. When they're autographed, again, you know, I find that there's different numbering on them. Even when they're, you know, the same color, like in that case, the white ones, they're not numbered to 50. So, I don't know, it's kind of weird. You would think they would be consistent with that, whether signed or not, but they aren't, so... So yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what happens with Tim Tebow down there in the minors. You know, if the guy's gonna be successful or not. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely an athlete, that's for sure. But man, I mean, he hadn't played baseball in so long, and he got struck out a few times, I think, didn't he? And once was like in like 3 pitches. It was just bam, bam, bam. So he maybe needs to maybe spend a little time in the cage there, because I think he might need a little batting practice. But he will definitely bring some excitement to the minor leagues in that area. I think he must just really like sports in general, just want to play something, because I'm sure he was making a ton of money in the broadcast booth and decided to give it all up to go back and try to play baseball. So you got to admire the guy's dedication. He was so polarizing in football. You know, people either loved him or hated him, but he didn't really seem to find the same sentiment in baseball. It seems that most people, in regard to his baseball career, are just interested. I haven't noticed a lot of people that seem to have really strong opinions, love or hate, in terms of Tebow and baseball. And then, of course, when we do the nightly drawing for you guys in a little bit, when we finish all this up tonight, I don't have as many extra baseball signatures and materials hits as I do in some of the other sports. I have a handful, and I will get some more for sure. But in the meantime, I've inserted a lot of extra things in there, you know, where you can win blaster boxes and value packs and hobby packs and all kinds of other things like that. So there'll still be plenty of stuff you can pull out of there, but I am trying to round up some more signature and materials hits for you to add to your stack of possible things to win. Oh, he did well tonight batting. All right, cool. I didn't see the game, obviously, tonight. I was just looking at it the other night. He had just struck out, and it was awful. So he hit a 2-run homer tonight. How about that? All right, maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe he doesn't need to spend any time in the cage. There is a Bryce Harper for the Nationals on the box topper. So, well, that's funny. I had no idea that he hit a 2-run homer tonight. Thanks for letting me know, James. That's cool. I was working up here all night on getting things listed and getting ready for this break, and I haven't even had television on. I haven't watched the news or anything, so I'm behind the times at the moment. I'm gonna have to move some of these little parallels. They're kind of taking up space where I need to stack other things. I try to keep them somewhat separate so that we can recap them at the end of the night. Not storming tonight, at least. Last night was thunderstorms and tornadoes, actual tornado warnings. Tornado, like, not very far from where I live, a few miles away. I guess they spotted a tornado last night. So it was some crazy weather. It was 80 degrees yesterday, and outside, you know, then that storm came through last evening, and it is currently like 30-something degrees. I don't think it got above maybe 40 or 50 today. So it dropped like 30 degrees with that storm that came through. It is just crazy to me that I am dealing with 30-degree weather in, you know, freaking April. That's just crazy to me. I don't know why I'm dealing with 30s in April. That is springtime weather in Kentucky for you. Of course, all of our players for basketball have been the whole week declaring for the draft. So, not like that's unexpected, but honestly, I was a little surprised that Isaiah Briscoe went because, I mean, he's not even projected to be drafted at all, I don't think. Not first round, not second round, like, not at all. So, I don't know, but these kids, they don't stay around for 4 years anymore. Guess they'd rather go fight it out in the D League if they have to and make $25,000 a year versus staying in school and graduating, I guess. Although a lot of them do come back later and get their degrees and stuff like that, I realize. And I guess if I were that age and I had the chance to try to make millions of dollars, I probably would have done the same thing. And definitely for some of them it makes sense, but for others you just kind of think, you know, maybe you should come back and wait for another year. There's a Henry Owens hit for the Sox. So, nice hit for the Red Sox with the Henry Owens. Someone said that one of those hand-drawn arts cards, you know, similar to what we just saw go by, the insert, and one of the breaks was signed by the artist and numbered 1 of 1, which is pretty cool. So I do usually try to flip those over on the back just to make sure we're not missing an artist signature or a 1 of 1, although, I don't know, maybe it was signed on the front. You would think it would be if it were a 1 of 1, but just to be on the safe side, I usually flip the hand-drawn art ones over, since someone said that. I have an autographed baseball that I need to get listed. It's one of the, I think it's TriStar again. It's one of those, the Platinum Series baseballs. I've got to get that thing up and running. Do you guys like bidding on the jerseys too, or do you just like the signed baseballs, or do you have a preference? I was thinking about buying some jerseys as well, in addition, of course, to the baseball that I've already got. I just have to get it listed. And then I found some archive signature series from 2015, I think it is. So I've got some of that to list. And I think I might have some 16 too. I know I have, I think it's 15 that I was able to get a handful of. And then 16, I think I've got some as well, but they may not be here yet. Either that or vice versa. Either 16's here and 15's on the way, or 15's here and 16's on the way. Clearly, I haven't finished sorting all the stuff that came in. But so that'll be going up soon too. I like the archive, I like the archive series period, but the archive signature is always fun. There's a short print for the Pirates. We haven't really seen a ton of short prints in here so far. And we usually have probably about 6 or 7 in a half case, so hopefully we'll round up a few more here in the next little bit as we wind our way through all of this. Tyler Austin hit for the Yankees. So we're spreading the love around a little bit tonight. Sometimes it seems like one team ends up with all the hits, and then other times it's spread out a little bit more. Of course, I always like it to be spread out a little bit more so that everybody gets a chance to get something. Well, it's not like you're not going to get anything. I mean, there's a lot of base in here, so you're you're going to get something. You're going to get a big bunch of cards, no matter what. Another Aaron Judge. We pulled one of the mini chewing gums out of here recently. Those were fun. I would like to find some more of those. One of the mini chewing gum autograph hits. I think it was for the Rockies, I want to say, the one that we got. And then another one that had the chewing gum ad on the back. So there are definitely all kinds of interesting things in Gypsy Queen that we can find. And I do have finally got our 5x7 top loaders the other day, so we can put our box toppers in there. David Price on this one. Also for the Red Sox. I just always show you that the box is empty. I don't know, it's just habit. I just think it's a good idea, just so that, you know, there's no question that all the packs are out, and I should say all the content, in case there's ever anything else in there. Sometimes there's extra things like box toppers and whatnot. You guys are quiet tonight in chat. Nobody's got anything to share, huh? So this stuff will probably ship out probably Saturday, I'm going to say. It's possible that some of it could go tomorrow and the rest of it go on Saturday. Just depends on how the day goes as to whether some of it gets out tomorrow or if it all gets out on Saturday. But oh, and there is one other possibility that I should bring up. Is the Piazza a short print? I don't remember if he is or not. He might be. Set him over there and I'll look. I did notice today, I thought I had a whole entire other box of bubble mailers that, yeah, apparently I don't have because I could not find. So I had to order some more today, and they're not going to be here until Monday. So there is an off chance that if I were to run short on bubble mailers, that a few people might not go out until Monday when those get here. I hope that I have enough to finish up on hand without having to worry about those coming in on Monday. And even if I'm close, you know, I'll just run to Staples and pick up a dozen or so there if I have to. But if I'm way short, then I might have to put a few things off until Monday. But I hope that's not going to be the case. My intent is for this stuff to go out primarily on Saturday, maybe a little bit of it tomorrow, and if something happens with my bubble mailer situation, it might be that a few don't go till Monday. There's a Joe Musgrove for the Astros. I want to say I pulled a Joe Musgrove the other day too, but maybe I didn't. I can't remember. So Astros, there's a hit for you. Hi, Fred. I didn't even know that you were here tonight. Thank you for saying hi. I'm used to you when you're on here. I'm used to you always wishing everybody good luck right at the start of the break. So that's why I didn't even think you were here tonight. Does anybody know? I think that Piazza was a short print. Does anybody know off the top of their head if it was or not? I mean, I can look it up later, but I think it is. There's an Evan Gatton to Gaddis. Good grief. I used to be able to speak. Evan Gaddis 250. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, you came in late. I got you. Yeah, I just about came in late myself. I've been holding the spreadsheets too long every night, waiting to see if I can get the last of the payments in so people can be in the drawing, and then makes me usually, then I'm rushing and I start about a minute late the last couple nights. Brandon Crawford for the Giants on that short print. So yeah, I'm gonna have to not hold them quite as long. It's just I hate to, I don't want people to miss the nightly draw, so I try to wait as long as I possibly can, and then I end up waiting like a minute or two longer than I should, and then we start a minute or two later than we should. So I gotta work on that. But yeah, as you know, last month, of course, I didn't do nightly giveaways. I just put everybody in the big drawing at the end of the month where we opened the various products and took the hits out of it, and then let random.org decide where each of the hits went. We did one for football, one for basketball, one for baseball. And then this month I decided we'll just do a drawing every night for any sport that breaks. And I don't know what we'll do next month. I guess we'll wait and see if you guys have a preference, one or the other, or I might do something still yet entirely different next month. I like to mix it up, kind of. Makes it more interesting. But so nobody said anything in chat about the autographed jersey versus the baseball, so I'm definitely going to list some of the autographed baseballs because I've got some already here. And I was supposed to get some football jerseys this week too, and my order came and I was charged for them, but they were not in the box. So I had to call, and then they can't find them, like, at all. So, like, oh, we'll just refund you. Well, okay, but really I wanted the jerseys. So I guess I got to start over and try to find those, some football jerseys. So I might look for some baseball jerseys as well. Here's a nice hit for the St. Louis Cardinals with the Alex Reyes rookie. So nice hit there, cards. I like it. Our poor little Cincinnati Reds. I do hope it's worth it when their rebuilding effort is wrapped up, which will probably, I'm still going to say, take another season or two before they get straightened out after trading all the good people away. So I hope that at the end of the day it all ends up being worth it, because I would like the Reds to be contenders, Of course, I guess everybody wants their team to be a contender, but I don't know. It just seems like the Reds are so long-suffering, Of course, not as bad as the Cubs were until they finally won the World Series, so I guess I shouldn't complain. I think the Cubbies fans probably had to hold out longer than anybody. But their patience was finally rewarded, so maybe one day Cincinnati will be back to glory days. All right, so we are now busting into box 4 of 5 of our Gypsy Queen break tonight. Oh, I'm going to have to cut that one. That just peeled open. And I'm not giving up hope that I can still find some more of this. I mean, my guy locally doesn't have it, but I do have some other places I can check to see if I can come up with some more, because I enjoy opening it. Robinson Cano for the Mariners on the box topper here. I wonder how many different people are on the box toppers. I don't even remember how many different players I've seen on them myself. I don't think it's like an extraordinary amount. Maybe a dozen different ones or so that I've seen, give or take a couple. All right, we need to pull some, I want to pull some more. I want to pull some unique things out of here. I really want to pull that patch booklet. Like, that's really what I'm after. I want to pull that in the worst way. As for me, it's just fun to pull them, see them. I mean, obviously, they're all going back out the door to you guys, but I just like seeing them. Getting to visit with them a little while before they head off in the USPS mail to you. I will say, though, the Le'Veon Bell autographed mini helmet that came out of there, was that last night or night before last? I don't know, this week anyway. That did make me jealous, for sure, because I'm such a huge Steelers fan. And that Le'Veon Bell mini helmet, yeah, I do have some envy over that, for sure. That is one that I would have liked to have had myself. The Triple Threads rookie card of his came out the same night, but out of a different break, of course. But that one, you know, it's nice and everything, but it didn't, you know, that one didn't make me like super sad because I've got a bunch of Le'Veon Bell rookies around here, so I wasn't, you know, it was nice. I would have been happy if I had pulled it in, you know, a break that I was participating in, but it didn't make me super sad that I had to send it out. But this sending the little mini helmet out, that does make me super sad. I'm just like, oh, I want to keep that one. I like it. But I wouldn't have anything to do with it anyway. Even if I did pull it somewhere in another break, I wouldn't even have anywhere to put the thing. There is a short print 250. Or actually, I guess not really a short print, just an insert, numbered to 50. Parallel, whatever we want to call them. Yeah, my house is so full of stuff right now anyway. I mean, good grief. It's full of baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards, collectibles of all types. I'm a horse racing fan too, so I've got a bunch of Secretariat stuff and Seattle Slew things and all the horses that are big names, Zenyatta and all that. So I don't know, it's just a gene. I think it's in my genetics, you know. Everybody that I know in my not everybody that I know, but everybody in my immediate family all collect things, so I come by it naturally, I suppose. But still, in all, I gotta find a place to put some of this stuff. It's just like it's kind of taken over. I've gotten to the point where I think I have so many different things in so many different places I can't even display everything, and that's when you know it's time to start, you know, when you have to start rotating things because you don't have places to display them all. It's probably time to trim back the collection a little bit. That's what I'm thinking anyway. I should have just stuck with cards, and then they don't take up much space. There is a Blake Snell for the Tampa Bay Rays, and that one is numbered to 150. Tampa Bay is another one of those teams that I think didn't go super high, so that's another one that probably you got your money's worth on. I like the little mini fortune teller cards. They're one of my favorite things in this series. Oh, there's No, he is not a short print. I don't know why I do that every time. Every time I see David Ortiz, I stop on it a minute and think it's a short print, and then it's like, no, it's not a short print. It's just, he just always stands out to me because he's not with the, the Red Sox anymore, and it just somehow always, I catch it when it goes through, and for a brief second, I think, oh, and then I'm like, no, it is not. Why did I just do that? But by the time I cycle through all of that in my head, it's already done. Now that is a short print. Mr. Hank Aaron. One of my favorite players of all time is Hank Aaron. Got some Hank Aaron cards from back in the 60s, but, nobody took good care of stuff back then. We were very, very little kids, My cousins were a little bit older than I was, but that's who I got most of those cards from in the 60s. But even so, they were still kids too, and at least didn't take care of stuff. Because we weren't thinking about the monetary potential when we were older. We were just, carrying around cards. So that is a shame, because there's a bunch of nice ones. Johnny Bench rookies and some nice Hank Aaron's and things that if we had kept in any kind of decent shape at all, we would have made a lot of money on them a few years down the road, but we didn't. But I still have them, though. They probably wouldn't even grade a 5. They would probably grade like a 2. But, the sentimental reasons. That's the reason I kept them. The reason I have them. Another short print. And, back then the Reds were pretty good, too. Back in the days of the big red machine, in the 70s with Johnny Bench and Pete Rose. And we had a good team back then. Oh, I pulled a Matt Strom and something else the other day. Might have been in Gypsy Queen in a different break. But for the Royals, nice hit Royals. I'm glad at least one kind of held up towards the end of the box, because it's such a drag when you have this much base and you pull the hits like right away, and then there you go for the whole rest of the box. You're just like, no, you're going to find only base and a few little parallels or inserts. So I don't mind when some of the autograph cards hang out to the very end. Keeps us in suspense, right? Francisco Lindor. I haven't seen that one before. For the Indians. At least I don't think I've seen it before. In the box topper. I don't remember seeing it. Anyway. Alrighty. So, do any of you guys have any interest in breaking 2015 or 2016 Topps Chrome or Bowman Chrome? Not the draft version, but just the regular 15 or 16 Topps or Bowman Chrome. The guy at the that has the card shop has a handful of those boxes. Not a whole case worth, but we could do, a mixer of them. Of the various ones. No, the NFL mini helmet was already done. That break was earlier. I generally break in the order that things end on eBay. So first we did the 2011 Prime Signatures, and then we did the mini helmet, and now we're doing the Gypsy Queen Baseball. And who was on that mini helmet? It was a Dolphin. It was for the Dolphins, but I don't remember what the player's name was. Braden Shipley for the Diamondbacks. Gotten a lot of hits for teams that don't often have a lot of signature hits in Gypsy Queen. We've had a lot of those teams hit tonight. Yeah, I will, if you want to stick around to the very, very end, I'll be happy to get that mini helmet out and show it to you again later. Or, of course, you know, the break will be posted, you know, hopefully later tonight. So here is one of our memorabilia cards, like I was talking about earlier. It's not the booklet card, but I'm still happy to have the auto memorabilia hit. And I would imagine that the Cubbies are too, because this is Anthony Rizzo. And it is numbered to 50. So number 11 of 50 on the Rizzo relic and signature. So nice hit, Cubbies. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. That's from a movie, I think, but I can't remember what maybe it's from. I like it a lot. Or maybe it's from Saturday Night Live, I don't know. Yeah, that is a nice Rizzo. That's a super nice card. That's a great hit for the Cubs. So we didn't pull the booklet that I wanted, but as I said, I am happy to get the material and signature hit. That's nice. There's another short print. And that was that both of our, after I said, you know, like, oh, how good it was that one of our hits waited till the end on the last box. That was both of our hits right up front on this box, wasn't it? I think it was. So that means we're going to have a ways to go with just base and inserts and short prints out of the rest of this box. Oh, my computer's going to sleep over there, one of them. I always have two devices up, the one that I can see in real time that I used to do the broadcast with, but I can't watch the break on the same device because otherwise it causes audio echoes and interference, and it's just not a good thing. So then I have a second device that I just watch the same way that you guys can see it, you know, that you're watching it, and then I can see the chat and respond to the chat and all that. And the one device, the one that is my primary real-time device, it always wants to, the screen always like goes to sleep every X number of minutes if I don't touch the keypad on it. The other one where I can see chat and watch it the way that you guys see the break, which is really just a millisecond behind the real time. You know, some nights it's faster than others. Some nights it's literally a millisecond. Other nights it's, you know, maybe a couple of seconds behind, but anyway, that one never goes to sleep. The second device, it just, screen never times out, but my primary one does go into power save or whatever you want to call it. I'm always having to reach over there and tap it. But that's also why sometimes I don't see your chat right away if you put a question in there or something. A, because there's a couple of seconds lags, and B, because sometimes I'm watching the primary screen, and it, you know, I just glance over at the other one periodically to check chat and to make sure that, you know, I haven't gone offline or any weird things have happened. But if I watch the second one consistently, it wigs me out because it's a couple seconds behind what I'm doing in real time. So then you're like, wait, you know, it's just, I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's confusing. I can't sit and watch that one as the primary one because what I'm doing and what it's doing are completely different with that little second or two lag. And mentally, it freaks me out. All right, we're in the home stretch. And then, of course, you know, when we finish this, we will do the hit recap. Then we will do the nightly giveaway for baseball. And then, for anybody who is interested, we will shuffle through the backs of all these cards to see if we've got any blank backs or green backs or chewing gum backs or anything else that might be in some of our short print categories. But it would just take forever if we did every single card in real time, front and back. Because otherwise, you know, at the end, we can just, I can just pick up a stack and we shuffle through it pretty quickly and tell whether or not there's anything there, as opposed to if we literally had to flip each one over as we were going along. Oh, there's a variation, Chris Bryant. Okay, yeah, then we'll probably, then we should see that when we're going through the backs of it then. Yeah, I mean, if I knew exactly which stack it was in, I'd pull it out for you right now, man. But since it was like 4 or 5 packs ago, is it in the, well, you can't see where I'm pointing. I was just going to ask you. But you can't see where I'm pointing. It's probably in here if that's the case, but we'll have to flip through them. We'll flip through them and see if we can find it. All right, so let's get about the business of doing our nightly giveaway. Oh, not wrong tab. And these are the baseball bidders over here. So let's grab this. And then we'll bump over here to random. And first we'll see who our winner is, and then we'll see what you're going to win. You just scroll up so you can see everybody's in there. And I need to, let me write this down. All right, and that is, what does that say? Crazy Fish. All right. So Crazy Fish, you are going to be our winner tonight. So let's, I was writing that down, so now let me get you switched back over. Well, first we may as well do this, because we're going to have this in a second. So while we're here, let's go ahead and set that up. Then we will switch you back to my view for a minute. And I have 20 things here tonight in that stack. And we will go back. Whoops. We got to go here first, don't we? To get 1 through 20 that we can now paste in there. Now I can do it that way, I think. All right. Let's see what you're going to win, Crazy Fish. There's our 1 through 20. Lucky number 11. That is actually my lucky number is number 11. So hopefully it's going to pull you something good out of there. Let's see. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. So 11, you're going to get a value pack of 2015 Prism Baseball. So let me wander over here and find that out of my stack. And then we'll see what you got in here. Prism, where is it? There it is. All right, so this is what you're winning. Of course, we're going to break it because that's what we do. But all these cards that are in here will be sent to you with your regular cards. So this will be just a little bonus. So I hope you pull something fun out of here. We at least know you're going to have the pack of parallels, the red, white, and blue parallels. So, well, we may as well open all these and stack them together first. And then we'll sort through them. All right, so here's what we have. Tim Hudson, Jose Bautista. There is an Anthony Renato rookie. Paul Goldschmidt. Alex Gordon, Josh Donaldson. There's a Nolan Arenado refractor. Ryan Howard, Adam Jones, Junior Lake. There's a Herrera rookie. Castro, Jacoby Ellsbury. There's a Castillo. That's actually a nice hit for you right there. The Rusney Castillo red, white, and blue parallel rookie. That's a decent hit for you, I think. And then Shin Su Chu. Make sure I had to say that slowly, or that might have come out incorrectly. All right, so that was your value pack of 2015 Prism Baseball, and these will be sent with your regular card. So congratulations on that. That's always a fun little thing. So let's set these aside and move into our, what is happening down there in the corner? Let's move into our hits recap. So we'll do these first, I guess. These are the ones that are, all these are going to be numbered to 250 on the back. And of course, I would have turned them over originally so you could see the numbering on the back. So when we go through the second pass, we're just taking a look at the front of these because we've already shown the back of them. So there are our parallels numbered to 250. All of our little mini fortune tellers, of course, none of these are numbered, but I'll run through them again anyway, mainly because I like them, but also, you know, I don't know, you might want to know if you had anything in here. And there, whoops, and they are, of course, all unnumbered. There are no parallels of those, so the backs of those don't matter. And then these again, unnumbered, and I don't think there are any parallels. We may as well just shuffle through the back of these while we've got them. I don't think there are any parallels of these particular inserts that on the back anyway. All right, so these are all unnumbered inserts again. That might be a short print, that Clemens. I'm not 100% sure if it's a short print and hand-drawn art, but it might be. All right, and those are our unnumbered inserts. Oh, gosh. Yep, that was good, wasn't it? Yeah, all right, that was fun. That would be me knocking into the camera. Sorry. These all numbered 250, of course. We have already looked at the back of them, but there's not very many of them, so we may as well just do front and back again so that you get a good look. Now we have these also unnumbered. These are short prints, of course. I think, again, we've probably already looked at the back, but there's not very many of them, so let's just go ahead for the sake of argument, and we'll get them out of the way now, too. Mike Piazza. The Mike Piazza's in there. I'm not sure if it's a short print, but I think it is. That's why it's in there. It may not be a short print, but I think it is. The Rod Carew is for sure a short print for the Twins. And I think the Piazza is. Then our signatures. Of course, our best hit tonight for the Cubbies with the Rizzo relic and autograph numbered to 50. So that, I would say, is our best hit of the night, in my opinion, is that one for you, Cubbies. Got some other good hits, too, but that's my favorite. Then we have our Braden Shipley for the Diamondbacks, rookie autograph. Another rookie autograph, our Matt Strom for the Royals. Those are unnumbered. Blake Snell for the Rays. That is numbered to 150. Alex Reyes, also a nice hit for the Cardinals, unnumbered. Jim Musgrove, rookie for the or Joe. I know a Jim Musgrove. Sorry, Joe Musgrove, rookie hit for the Astros. Tyler Austin for the Yankees. Also rookie. I didn't say rookie, but clearly also rookie. Henry Owens for the Red Sox. Nice hit for the Sox. Chad Pinder, rookie for the A's. And then our Corey Seager, also a nice hit for the Dodgers. So, yeah, we did have several nice hits in here. That one numbered to 99. So we did have several nice hits. But still, my favorite is still the Rizzo, for sure. All right, now, anybody that is still with us, we're going to endeavor to run through these, looking at the backs of them. So we're looking for any sort of short prints or anything that we would see from the backside. And we're just going to kind of buzz through them about like that. We're going to just go pretty quickly, but that way, you know, if there is something, a blank back or a green back or whatever, we're going to hopefully, we're going to see it as we go through. I might have picked up a little bit too big of a stack right there. That's kind of hard to hold and shuffle because I picked up a bunch in that one. Was that hang on one second. Where did that go? Well, oh, no, it's not. So I guess you guys saw, was it Jeb Bush? It's one of the Bushes that's trying to buy, is it the Rays that he's trying to buy? I think it might have been that he's trying to buy the Rays. I thought that was interesting. It is one of the Bush boys. I think it was Jeb. And this would be the Chris Bryant. Hang on a second. Is that the, that's the Chris Bryant, that's the photo variation Chris Bryant that you were talking about a minute ago, yes? I think that's the one you meant, Thomas. If it's not, let me know, but I think it is. And there's the other. It's one of these. Or is that, well, I don't even remember which one is the regular Chris Bryant. Now that I look at it, I think it's this one. Like, I can't even remember which one is the regular Chris Bryant at this point. I think actually that second one is the photo variation and that one is the regular one. But anyway, there they both are. Isn't that awful? Like, I look at them so many times and then, but because I'm just looking for something in particular, you know, I'm looking for whatever, the signature or the short print or whatever, I don't even pay attention to the main image. A lot of times, a surprising number of times, because I'm so focused on just looking for one thing or another, then yeah. That I don't even pay attention to what the main image is. And that's why sometimes somebody will ask me, oh, was there any such and such in a break? And I might have just finished the break, right? And I won't know. I'll be like, well, there were no hits for it, or yeah, there was a hit for it. It was just like the person that asked me earlier, was there anything in the base for whoever, the Giants or whoever? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember. And I know people think, why would you not remember? You just did it. I can't explain it other than to tell you, you just kind of go into a zone because, you know, multitasking for one thing and just looking for certain things for another. And just the fact that there's so many cards and so many sports and so many breaks in a night, I zone out. I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. Well, anyway, at least we found your Chris Bryant that you were looking for. So So yeah, so okay, so I was right the first time. The first one that I originally said was the short print actually is that photo variation is actually a short print. So I was right the first time then, and then just got convinced myself that that it was probably the other way. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you what. It's a challenge for me some days. Some days I think I do well to get myself from point A to point B. But I can sort cards in my sleep. And often I am when I'm sorting cards until 2 o'clock in the morning, which I probably will be tonight, sorting until 2 o'clock in the morning or close to that. But that much, yeah, I can do that with my eyes closed. And another, I always think about things like, weird things that people say that, they would call them talents. Sometimes they're really not talents, but they're just weird things that they can do. Like that should be my bar trick, right? That I can stand in a bar and recite all of the professional teams in various sports in alphabetical order. Just from so many times of listing them on eBay. It's like and then occasionally I'll zone out and I'll be, somebody will call and I'll be listing while I'm on the phone or something, and then I'll get my sports mixed up. I did that not too long ago on something. I listed, what was it? I think in football, I listed the opposite of the team. I listed the basketball team name with the football in a football listing. So, yeah, I don't know. Something happens to me sometimes. Like I put the Chicago Bulls or something in a football listing. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happens to me some days. Well, so far we haven't found a whole lot in here. Going through the back, we didn't really find a whole lot going through the backs of them the other day either, other than a couple of green ones, which I think we're about ready to come up on one now, right there. In fact, in the very first break we did too, the first case I should say. I don't remember if it was break 1 or break 2 of the first case, but one of the breaks in the first case, I also had a couple of green ones, which I didn't find till I was sorting. But I did set them up, set them apart. I put them in penny sleeves and put them up towards the front of the team bag so that, I just have in the wrong stack, so that when whoever it is got them, that they would recognize, that it was a variation. And whichever one it was, both of the greenbacks that we found were for the same team. And then the greenbacks that we found a couple nights ago when we were sorting the back like this were also for the same team, which I thought was interesting. Of course, we've only found one green one so far tonight. And then I found one hand-drawn art that I had stacked in with the base that should have been over with the inserts. And I'll show you, of course, the front and everything of that greenback one before we finish up. I just set it aside right down here at the bottom so we could keep shuffling and sorting. Keep flowing, and then we'll pull it out and take a look at it. Well, it's pulled out, but there's going to be another one. There's the bubble gum back. So we have found a couple by going through the backs. But I do think it's much easier just to do it this way, because there's a lot of people that aren't that interested in the back of it. I have, or it seems anyway. So this way, not everybody's held up. It doesn't make the break go forever and a day. But then the people that are interested can just hang out and see it. And we can also do it much faster by doing it like this. There's something buzzing. I don't know. My cell phone must be nearby. There's something that is buzzing all of a sudden. Unless it's just in my head, which I hope it is not. That would be a bad sign, wouldn't it? That would not be a happy day. Just random buzzing in my head. All right, we're getting close to all these. We've got that one little bitty stack left to do, so we don't have a whole lot left to look at until we'll be done. Might be another green one up there. I think there is. So there must be two green ones always together or something. I don't know, because each time that I have found green ones, I have found two. I've never found just one green one. All right, so first we found this guy, this hand-drawn art that I just had stacked in the wrong place. Now we have for the Royals a Hunter Dozier with the green back. And it's a rookie. Our other green one is for a different team this time. This one for the Indians. So there is our greenback variation for the Indians. And then we found a fun little chewing gum back for the Dodgers on the back of Kershaw. So cool. All right, guys, and that is it for tonight. And again, you know, some of this may go out tomorrow. The bulk probably on Saturday, possibly even some of it on Monday if I do end up running out of envelopes, which I hope I don't. Bubble mailers, I mean. But I will get them to you just as soon as I can, is the moral of the story. So I will be listing more baseball here in the next day or two. So keep an eye out for that. And as always, I appreciate you spending your time and your money with me. I hope to see you again on a future break. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great